Summary of everything goes.
Elijah Whitney, a successful Ivy League Wall Street banker, waits impatiently for his assistant, Billy Crocker, to meet him at a New York City bar. Billy is to drop off some items Whitney needs for his vacation, and Whitney has to give Billy instructions to sell some stock for his personal account. It turns out that Billy forgot his boss's passport, so he'll have to deliver it to Whitney on the cruise ship the following morning. Coincidence has it that Billy's old friend, Reno Sweeney, a sexy evangelist turned nightclub singer, plans to travel on the same boat as Whitney. Reno is interested in Billy romantically, but Billy explains to her that he is in love with a girl named Hope. Reno even invites Billy to join her on the trip, but Billy just isn't interested in her in that way. Are we good? We understand right now?
Yeah,
we're good. Transatlantic voyages usually draw celebrities, and then, therefore, photographers. But Charlie Chaplin canceled his plans on the ship at the time, at last minute. This leaves Hope Harcourt, the American debutante, to photograph. She is traveling with her fiancé, Lord Evelyn Oakley, and a wealthy Englishman, and her mother, Evangeline Harcourt, a widow. The photographers are not impressed by the minister Henry T. Dobson and his 2 Chinese converts, but they take notice when Reno Sweeney and her 4 showgirl angels where did I go? Okay. 4 showgirl angels board the ship. Coincidence has it that Evangeline and Whitney are old friends. Are we still good?
Yes.
Okay. When Billy boards the ship to drop off Whitney's passport, he finds out that his long-lost love, Hope, is a passenger and is to be married. As Billy tries to find Hope before the ship leaves the dock, 2 pushy FBI agents force Billy to show them where the minister is. Billy inadvertently identifies Minister Dobson as Moon-Faced Martin, a gangster, and public enemy number 13 to the FBI agents. Dobson is thrown on the big ship's brig, and the 2 converts are allowed to wander the ship without supervision. Moonface and his friend Irma, are indebted to Billy and thank him by giving them their friend's unused ticket and room. The problem is that their friend who didn't make it on board is Snake Eyes Johnson, public enemy number 1, and wanted by the FBI too. Now Billy is mistaken for Snake Eyes, Mr. Murray Hillflowers on the ticket, and must disguise himself for the rest of the trip in order to stay out of jail. He is back to work. Billy thinks that all the trouble is worthwhile since he has the chance to convince Hope to fall in love with him. Still good on this, correct?
Yes.
Good. Anyway, Billy convinces Reno to help him win Hope's heart. After the ship leaves the dock, Billy is able to spend some time alone with Hope because Evelyn is seasick. He sings her the song Easy to Love. Billy goes so far as to disguise himself as a sailor with Irma's help. He convinces Evangeline Harcourt that the boat is sinking and convinces Whitney that whipped cream he throws on his glasses is from a seagull. Moon also helps Billy with his cause by tricking Whitney and taking his glasses. Not only can Whitney not see Billy, but he can barely see anything during the whole trip. In fact, during a funny scene, why would I keep calling him Willie? Whitney thinks that he is proposing marriage to Evangeline and ends up asking the ship's purser to marry him. Moon and Reno come up with a plan for Reno to seduce Evelyn and break up Evelyn and Hope. Reno and Moon sing Friendship. Although the plan fails, Reno realizes that she really is in love with Evelyn and is genuinely interested in him romantically. At one point, Billy disguises himself with a beard made of Evangeline's dog's hair. Minutes later, Billy is dressed as a ludicrous version of an English gentleman, while Moon wears a white coat and carries a butterfly net. Oddly specific. Billy and Moon try to convince Evangeline that her daughter is about to marry a crazy man, but Billy's true identity is revealed before they are able to convince Evangeline that Evelyn is crazy. Billy's next disguise is an old lady in a wheelchair, and he sings It's Still Lovely with her. The purser finally catches Billy, who he thinks is Snake Eyes Johnson. But instead of being afraid of Snake Eyes, the passengers welcome him aboard and celebrate the criminal. To get some attention himself, Moon confesses his true identity. Reno encourages Billy to pursue Hope. Moon uses his newfound notoriety to marry Reno's angel, Virtue, in a fake ceremony. During Reno's sermon/nightclub act, many passengers confess to immoral behavior in the past. Evelyn is among the confessors, with his admission of an affair with a Japanese girl many years ago. Reno encourages more confessions with the song Blow Gabriel Blow, and Billy is next when he admits that he's not really Snake Eyes Johnson and that he is on the ship to chase Hope. Billy and Moon are finally sent to the ship's brig, and Hope sings Goodbye, Little Dream, Goodbye, sadly. In jail, Moon tries to cheer Billy up with Be Like the Bluebird. Hope sends Billy a note, and they sing all through the night. Later that night, Evelyn realizes and professes his love to Reno. He plans to carry out his obligation to Hope and marry her, though, the gypsy and me. The two Chinese converts run wild on the ship without Reverend Dubs and Super Cool, and finally get them in the cell, thrown in the brig with Billy and Moon. Reno visits the man in jail and tells them that she and Evelyn are in love with each other, and Billy and Moon trick the two and tell them that the converts are in a game of strip poker, and they change clothes with them. Instead of the converts being released from jail, Billy and Moon are set free at the time of Hope's wedding to Evelyn. Are we still good?
Not really.
Anyway, we're going on. Irma opens the final scene with the Buddy Beware. Reno joins Billy and Moon in their effort to break off the wedding. Reno pretends to be Evelyn's illegitimate daughter from the affair, and he confessed to Reno's sermon. Evelyn is flustered by his unknown daughter's appearance, and he lets Whitney pay for her to disappear. Hope stops this from happening by coming up with a plan to pay the debt of honor. To even the score, Evelyn must offer Hope to Plum Blossom's relative, who is actually Billy. Now Hope and Billy and Reno and Evelyn are together. Evangeline Harcourt is irate about this arrangement because this means her daughter is not marrying a rich man. Whitney saves Evangeline's day by proposing, but she may end up like her daughter, in love but poor, because Billy